Chris, welcome to the program.
Hi, Laura. We've been traveling this week, and we've been hearing you on the radio, and I have a lot of drama in my life that I want to get under control. I am 60. My daughter is 40. She is married, living away from her husband because of conflict with him. She has 2 children. One is 17, it's a female, and my grandson is 12, and he lives with his father. The 17-year-old granddaughter lives with me and my husband. And we don't know how to help her. She's been somewhat delusional for the last 3 years. It happened 2020, the year of COVID, in October, and we don't know how to get her under control. She has had some drinking in the past.
I know you're upset, but how does anybody know how to get anybody else under control? There's no law that you can get her into psychotherapy. You can't get her arrested unless she breaks the law. So I don't understand. Can you ask me something that's doable? Don't ask me things that are not doable.
What to do?
You take care of the kid.
The 17-year-old lives with us.
What you do is you take care of the child. What to do is take care of the child. The dad is taking care of one child. You're taking care of the other. That's what you can do. Nothing else.
Even though she seems to be mentally ill.
Tell me the law that allows you to do it. Ma'am, I'm sorry.
There is none. It's a family member. Isn't that what we do as family?
It doesn't matter.
It's okay, so there's no law.
What, you're a psychiatrist? What are you talking about?
How do you walk away from somebody who's ill?
I didn't say you walk away. I said there's nothing you can... I said there's nothing you can do to make her better. And we can only do what we can do, what we can have an impact on, and that is helping the children. Unless she herself decides to get help, there's nothing we can do.
Okay. When she comes to me and she wants me to take her to the store, she has no food. I take her to the store and buy her food. When she comes to me and she's walking...
Okay.
8 miles to go to work because she doesn't have a car anymore because we won't buy her a car. How do I say no? Because it's ruining my life. It's into my family. Everybody contributes something to her to help her get better or to get her through this. But she won't do anything to help herself.
None of that is curing the mental illness. None of that is curing the mental illness.
It's not.
No.
So what's my next step?
I have no idea.
How do you do that?
I have no idea.
How do you help
I have
someone?
no idea, ma'am. Ma'am, stop coming at me. I said I don't know. The only thing I can see that's wonderful here is that you take care of her children. That's the only thing over which we have control. And I wouldn't give a seriously mentally ill person a car. It could hurt people. So, having her food, fine. There are support groups for families of mentally ill people. I would recommend you invest your time and energy into that because getting support from other people going through similar stresses with a mentally ill family member would help you. And you could help them by reinforcing we can only do what we can do and there's nothing else and we can't fix them. So you decide what you think is reasonable, like giving her... If you can't fix her, what?
If I can't fix her, which I can't, nobody can, and if I can't fix her, then how long, or how does this is just the way it's going to be the rest of her life, even though the drama comes at me in my life, how do I set the boundaries so that I can not have it control my life?
You join the support groups of families who deal with these things to get ideas, to get support, to not deal with the guilt so profoundly, to learn how to distance yourself somewhat so you can have a decent life. That's why I'm urging that you join the support group. You will instantly feel that these people understand.
People I know that do support groups, so they all say to walk away. I can't walk away. I can't not just.
First of all, they don't all say walk away under all conditions. That's not true. There are circumstances which, for example, if the mentally ill person is dangerous, then you damn well better walk away. But if you're at the point where you're constantly feeling like you do now in this call, then you are too close to it. Have to gain some emotional distance from it so you can survive. Because you have responsibilities like other family members, your own health, and this 17-year-old granddaughter. You have other responsibilities. Can't put all your blood in her.
I just don't have an answer. And you didn't have an answer either.
You never will. You never will have a definitive answer, or there is no such one. It's going to be dealing with different moments, different circumstances, but there's never going to be a definitive answer, ever. So stop looking for it. You're going to have to make sometimes day-by-day decisions. Am I going to put effort into this today? No, because it's useless. And I will take that effort and put it somewhere else. And I damn well am going to do that without guilt. Because I'm not doing something immoral, illegal, or unethical. Part of this is survival mode. So you're going to have to learn how to talk like that to yourself and make those individual decisions. I'm willing to do this. I'm not willing to do that.
Okay, so if she's walking through life, doing her things that she does, and I guess if something happens to her, it'll be my fault.
Well, that's not a rational thing to say. It's only your fault if you're doing something to directly hurt her, like having her walk through life taking drugs. If she's not going to get help, and she is, I don't even know what the dimensions are of her illness, but it's possible she could be somewhere and do something that does end her life, but that won't be your fault. That'll be the complication of her illness and how she didn't get help. Certainly not your fault. I know mothers tend to think that way, but it's not rational. Fathers don't tend to think that way. Mothers do, for obvious reasons. They come to life in our bodies, suckle at our breasts. We're responsible for raising them, etc., etc. So we tend to think anything that they do or happens to them is somehow a result of what we did or didn't do right as mothers. And that's why you need help to get that irrational thought out of your head. Because it's, as I said, it's irrational and it's killing you.
Okay, no answer. I wrote down the notes. There's no answer. Okay.
What you're going through and what all families who have a mentally ill person go through is terrible and real. But there are some things, and here's the buzz phrase, there are some things and some moments you have to walk away from to survive. And that doesn't make you a bad mother. It makes you human. And a kind of victim. You're kind of an accessory victim to this mental illness.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's nothing to do
Okay,
with you
then.
being a bad mother. Nothing. Zero.
All right. There's nothing else then. Thank you.
You're welcome. My number, 1-800-375-2872. We're going to take a break, come back with your calls.